Hello all, this is Farhana. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about data science, machine learning, and AI trends in oil and gas industry. Data science, machine learning, ML, and AI is having a critical impact on the oil and gas industry, and it's becoming an important technology for industry stakeholders. What is data science, machine learning, and AI? For the people who do not have the basic understanding, data sciences focus on managing, processing, and interpreting big data to effectively inform decision making. Machine learning leverages algorithm to analyze data, learn from it, and forecast trends. However, AI requires a continuous speed of data to learn and improve decision making. This AI process can be compared to the way people learn. For example, children don't need to be programmed to understand the world. Instead, they learn by watching their parents and the environment around them. As they learn and grow, they behave differently based on their new experiences and focus on the things that brings the most value. Similarly, machine learning can help oil and gas companies use data to focus more of their time on the highest value opportunities. Of course, the more data companies have, the better their machine learning opportunities will become. This is an exciting prospect for all oil and gas companies, which regularly deal with mountains of information about oil and gas pipelines, well testing, geophysical data, and much more. An accurate statistical analysis of this data can help make millions of dollars difference to a company's bottom line. How data science, ML, and AI going to impact in oil and gas industry? ML in the oil and gas industry can be divided into three main categories. Extraction of knowledge from data. As mentioned, the oil and gas industry generates enormous data. However, their data is of little use, stored in a logbook or computer program. With the help of machine learning, this data can be processed to make the inferences and decisions that can shape a company's trajectory. Predictive analysis for planning and forecasting. Oil and gas companies can also put past data to use, such as a well's oil production history or collection of seismic surveys done in a certain area. Machine learning can help companies use their data to make predictions. For example, if a company has collected data regarding how oil production from wells typically varies during the year, they can use machine learning to predict how much oil will be produced in future years. This knowledge can then be used for long-term planning to make the oil company more profitable. Optimizing production through data. When oil and gas companies are extracting fuels from the earth, it is critical to do so as efficiently as possible. Machine learning can help companies using their data to identify the most efficient way to set up production. This can include anything from determining optimal well spacing, deciding whether to drill, and test different techniques for fracking. These three categories exhibit how machine learning can help oil and gas companies make better decisions today and plan for the future based on past data. This will be critical as they face the challenges of improving their workflow while adapting to the new technology. There are four exciting digital technologies and they are transforming the oil and gas industry. Number one, AI and data science. Advanced analytics, big data, and artificial intelligence can enable power analytics platforms to provide insights for improved operational and managerial efficiency to reduce disruptions across the oil and gas supply chain. Advanced analytics combined with cloud software can provide significant infrastructure cost saving. Seismic data. During location search for oil drilling, advanced analytics can analyze seismic data to provide risk insights, increasing the success rate and saving time and money. Seismic data analytics can also be combined with historical data to identify oil levels in reservoirs. Predictive maintenance, which is a huge area. Big data gathering from expensive machines working on offshore drilling platforms can be used for predictive maintenance of assets and reduce failures. Industrial IoT. Monitoring pipelines. Leak and damage in oil and gas extraction can cause significant financial and environmental damage. IoT, Internet of Things, can allow efficient monitoring of pipes, pumps, and filters in the system. with real-time data to avoid these leaks. This reduces unnecessary manual checks of the system, and workers are only deployed when anomalies are detected. Assets monitoring. IoT-enabled sensors can provide remote access to usage and maintenance data of heavy machines installed in offshore drilling that are located in remote areas with extreme conditions. IoT in oil refineries. It enables sensors can also provide real-time data to control performance parameters. As a result, real-time data is available around the clock to achieve accurate measurements. Oil and gas logistics. Since oil and gas containing ships are big, some areas are inaccessible. LPON, which is low power wide area network, provides monitoring capability to the workers on the ship with real-time data for maintenance. Automation. It's a huge area. The global market value of automation technology in the oil and gas sector is projected to be almost double and reach around 42 billions by 2020. The implication of automation in the oil and gas sectors are RPA and intelligent automation. Automating the closing process through RPA, which is robotic process automation, can significantly reduce closing time, reduce the risk of human errors, and improve audibility in the oil and gas sectors. Automating QNG supply chains through RPA procurement transactions can be automated to improve cycle times and achieve overall efficiency in oil and gas supply chain. Drones in offshore drilling. Drones and submersible bots are used to automate the inspection of inaccessible areas in offshore drilling. Bots can also reduce errors and increase worker safety while installing new parts and repairing existing ones in risky locations. AR and VR in oil and gas industry. The AR augmented reality and VR virtual reality market is projected to increase 10 times to 300 billions by 2024. The implications of AR and VR in the oil and gas sectors are improved training. VR headsets can give practical training to workers without the need to visit offshore plants. This can provide an efficient and safer way of applying theoretical knowledge in practical cases. Improved maintenance. AR headsets can provide hands-free instruction steps and relevant tools and parts. This can significantly increase maintenance efficiently, providing graphical information and eliminating the need for reading lengthy material and manuals. Additionally, these AR headsets can also provide live video access to technologies who are not available at the maintenance location and also record the process for the future. There are several areas where machine learning can be applied to help improve oil and gas industry's workflow, including real-time drilling, reservoir engineering, oil and gas production and procurement, downtime prevention, well testing, geophysical analysis, and much more. What many people do not yet realize about machine learning is how it can benefit humans on the job. The above application area, which I just mentioned, include a wide range of tasks that involves oil and gas industry employees. Machine learning can help those employees become more efficient at their jobs, help them make better decisions, and improve the quality of products they produce. Machine learning in oil and gas can be used to enhance the capability of this increasingly competitive sector. Not only can it help to streamline the workforce, the technology can also be used to optimize extraction and deliver accurate methods. These benefits are just some of the reasons why machine learning in oil and gas is becoming increasingly important. Here are 10 ways that the impact of machine learning in oil and gas industry is being felt. Accurate modeling, pinpointing exactly where to dig with machine learning, applying machine learning in oil and gas to improve subsurface characterization, optimizing drilling operations, solving problem quickly with machine learning applications, predictive maintenance, Internet of Things, predictive software for energy purchase customer market, replacing manual workers, and machine learning to predict operational outcomes. One of the most noticeable impact of machine learning in oil and gas focus industries is how it transforms discovery process. Application employing machine learning in oil and gas enable computers to quickly and accurately analyze huge amounts of data. This includes being able to shift precisely through signals and noise in seismic data. After this information has been gathered and analyzed, modern software applications can construct accurate geological models. This allows operator to predict accurately what is beneath the surface before drilling has begun. It is believed that if adopted over the entire industry, this will decrease the number of dry wellheads by 10%. What are the challenges in oil and gas? Machine learning is already making a positive impact across many industries. However, the transition will not happen overnight. As the oil and gas industry prepares to incorporate machine learning, it's important to recognize the challenges involved. Increased need for scientists. The first significant challenge is the oil and gas industry's need to hire data scientists qualified to extract knowledge from industry data. This may be difficult for companies that already have a shortage of workers or companies in regions where there are not many people with data science skills. Data processing powers. Another challenge is the large amount of data oil and gas companies deal with daily. This means that the machines doing the analysis will need to be very powerful to process it, all in a reasonable amount of time. Upfront time investment. Finally, training the machine learning algorithm to recognize valuable data patterns for oil and gas companies will require a great deal of time and effort. However, the payoff accurate model to make data-backed decisions will be worth it for oil and gas companies. The realization that machine learning technologies can be successfully deployed for oil and gas companies is still occurring across the industry. As more energy companies investing ML use cases, we will see an increase in its adoption. This will certainly change how oil and gas companies operate, and it's just one example of how data science is changing how we do business. In my opinion, the most important challenge that oil and gas are facing these days is growing supply chain complexity. With ever-growing network consolidation and restructuring combined with greater dependency on third parties across the value chain. The increasing cost of service is another major challenge. This is driven by rising supply chain costs due to operational inefficiencies, hybrid back office operations, and other factors. Poor cross-functional and intra-companies collaboration is a third key challenge. A lack of integrated supply chain planning and execution, limited flexibility for event and exception-based planning, and absence of real-time insights combine to complicate collaboration and decision-making. As someone who has been professionally involved for a number of years at the intersections of technology and energy, I have witnessed firsthand the challenges and opportunities faced by recent price changes as well. Cybersecurity related challenges in oil and gas industry. The oil and gas industry is no stranger to major cybersecurity attacks attempting to disrupt operational and services. Most of the best understood attacks against oil and gas are initial attempts to break into the corporate networks of oil companies. It is important to have an in-depth at cyber attacks then can disrupt oil and gas companies because they affect operation and profit in a major way. By looking closer at the infrastructure of an oil and gas company and identifying threats that can disrupt operations, a company can seal off loopholes and improve their cybersecurity framework. Trend Micro identified the following threats that can be compromise oil and gas companies, which are quite handful. I will suggest you to read the detail from there. Few of them are the common threats applied to any other industry. The infrastructure of a typical oil and gas company. An oil and gas company's product chain usually has three parts: upstream, midstream, and downstream. Process related to oil exploration and production is called an upstream, while the midstream refers to the transportation and storage of the crude oil through pipelines, trains, ships, or trucks. Lastly, the downstream, the production of end products. Cyber risks are present in all three categories, but for the midstream and upstream, there are few publicly documented incidents. Generally, an oil company has production sites where crude oil is extracted from wells, tanks, farms where oil is stored temporarily, and transportation system to bring the crude oil to refinery. Transportation may include pipelines, trains, and ships. After processing in the refinery, different end products like diesel fuel, gasoline, and jet fuel are transported to tank farm, and the products are later shipped to customers. A gas company also typically has production sites and a transportation system such as railroads, ship, and pipeline. However, it needs compressor stations where the natural gas is compressed before transport. The natural gas is then transported to another plant that separates different hydrocarbon components from natural gas like LPG and cooking gas. The intricate process of oil and gas companies mean they require constant monitoring to ensure the optimal performance measurement, performance improvement, quality, and safety. Monitoring metrics include temperature, pressure, chemical composition, detection of leak. Some oil and gas production sites are in very remote locations where the weather can be extreme. For these sites, communication of the monitored metrics over the air, fixed optic or copper lines, or satellite is important. The system of an oil and gas company is typically controlled by software and can be compromised by an attacker. There are several threats that oil and gas companies should be aware of. The biggest threat to the industry is those that have a direct negative impact on the production of their product. In addition, espionage is something that such companies need to defend themselves against too. There is a correlation between digitizing the core and lower break-even price. While many factors determine the break-even price, the correlation with digital suggests that digitally mature companies can positively affect the break-even price by increasing production, reducing capex, and/or reducing OPEX. Finally, evidence also suggests that companies advance in adopting new ways of working, such as agile and multidisciplinary teams, have higher free cash flow. The future of data science, machine learning, and AI in oil and gas business. Here we dive into the oil fields of the future and where technology is taking it next, from drone and robot-based exploration to carbon source capture and geothermal wells. The oil field of the future will be built on the key technologies such as drone and robot-based exploration to reduce capital cost and time to production, non-satellite monitoring to reduce ongoing operations and maintenance cost, aerial gas leak detection to detect and address methane emission, carbon source capture to reduce overall greenhouse gas emission, geothermal wells to increase oil field productivity and sustainability. Oil and gas companies are already using machine learning to help with prediction models, produce better results from their resources, and optimize their processes. Machine learning has the power to revolutionize the oil and gas industry. This forward momentum is crucial for the sector solely responsible for keeping the rest of society moving. In the coming years, we will see more and more ML technologies used by oil and gas companies around the world. In fact, the future of the oil and gas industry can be found in the convergence of many different technologies, including machine learning. Companies who adapt early can improve their resource optimization and gain a more detailed look at their progress. In the end, I asked the same question to our friend ChatGPT. What do you think were the latest key data science, machine learning, AI, analytics development in oil and gas industry? Here are a few key developments in the oil and gas industry in 2021 related to data science, machine learning, AI, and analytics. The use of machine learning and AI to improve reservoir modeling and prediction of oil and gas reserves. The deployment of sensors network and the Internet of Things to gather data on drilling, production, and other operations, which was then used to improve efficiency and reduce cost. The use of predictive analysis to optimize supply chain management and logistics in the oil and gas industry. The development of machine learning model for anomaly detection and maintenance prediction in the oil and gas industry, which helped to improve safety and reduce downtime. The use of data visualization and dashboarding tools to provide real-time insights and decision support to operations team in the field. Overall, the adoption of data science, machine learning, AI, and analytics in the oil and gas industry has been increasing rapidly, and these technologies are being used to drive efficiency, reduce cost, and improve safety across the industry. Thank you for watching.